There has been a murder in Savannah. I do declare. Guess what? We're not talking about board games, not even RPGs. We're talking about murder mystery parties. But before we dive in, a word of caution. 10 years ago, through some clever scheming on my part, I managed to get cast as the husband of a charming young lady. We enjoyed those roles so much that she's now the mother of my children, and I a happily married Muppet. So buyer beware, I guess. Also, these mysteries are often written for adults. Expect things like affairs, gambling, and addiction, but this video will be as clean as always. Anyway, murder mysteries has become one of our favorite October traditions. Well, second favorite. Not just because of how my wife and I met, but because they're just so gosh darn fun. So, what is a murder mystery party dinner anyway? Think of it like an RPG, but one that works for people who would never touch an RPG. You don't need to learn a bunch of mechanics, roll dice, or spend months in a campaign that might not even be good. Instead, you're sent an invitation with your character and a short description. Then you dress the part and spend only one evening trying to figure out who done it. So where's the actual game here? 2 words: hidden information. When you arrive, you'll get an envelope with secrets on yourself and maybe a few others. This year, we were playing the murder mystery my wife wrote, and I was Detective Arthur Penbrook, strictly off duty. And instead of telling you what happened, let me just show you. Now, wait a minute. Isn't it Penbrook because there's only one O? You secretly some kind of lowlife? Is that a clue? Oh, no, it's pronounced Penbrook, my dear. I assure you my salary is adequate for my needs. All lies. I just read in a little envelope that I was penniless, and not even a detective. I was a thief, and I just used the fake badge to get into dinner parties to steal from the rich. Did the senile Lady Blackthorn know? Or was it just a coincidence? Oh, it looks like we're out of bubbly. Allow me to pop down to the cellar and grab some more. Either way, I'm gonna steal everything you've got, you crazy lady. And that's what makes this an easier entry into role-playing. Everyone has a character, a secret, and a goal. That's it. You play your part, don't let anyone know your stuff, and find out everyone else's. So the night starts out like a Victorian dinner party. Everyone will be pretending to be normal while subtly trying to pry information out of each other. You trade small details, half-truths, make assumptions. One person might know I've been selling things under the table. Another knows that valuables have gone missing. If they can connect the dots, then I might have to spin a tall tale to get out of it. But as Act 1 comes to a close, the murder will happen. Oh, that's inconvenient. Don't worry, I can fix it. Give me a minute here. Okay, here we go. There. That ought to do it. Perfect. Anyway, what was I saying? That's right. A murder will happen. This is usually revealed through a short reading or perhaps a map. And you'll learn someone's been poisoned. There were 2 glasses, so someone else was there. Who had the opportunity? Who left the table? Were they acting alone? With an accomplice? Of course, the victim knew all the dirty secrets, which means everyone has a motive. But as new clues emerge, accusations start flying, and people begin scrambling to cover the lies they told earlier. And this is absolutely hilarious. We all know you went to the cellar to get bubbly, Arthur. And the scene of the crime had a receipt from the cellar. You were in the right place at the right time. Give me one reason why we shouldn't clap you in irons this instant. It was clearly you. What were you doing in the cellar? I stole all your jewelry. You dirty lowlife, I knew it. However, throughout the night, there'll be little details that stick out. The poison came from out on the continent. Someone had to be there to drink the second glass. Why did they do it? After everyone fesses up or keeps it cool, it's time for Act 3. Everyone makes their final guess. Who done it? And while it's satisfying to get it right, and I did, even if you don't, it doesn't matter, because the fun is in the suspicion, the secrets, and then finally calling out your family and friends for the low-life scoundrels they truly are. So yes, it is an October without a murder. It's one of my favorite traditions of all time, and the perfect way to get people who'd never touch an RPG into a little role-playing magic. So if you've never tried one, give it a go. Just be careful who you pretend to be. You might accidentally fall in love with your fake spouse. Wow, that sounds like murder. I do declare.